This video is going to show you how you can make changes to the theme of your Google Slides without using just this boring white slide. So if you drop down the new slide layout, you'll notice that all these slides have just a plain white background. If you click on themes, you have different choices of themes that you can select. But it doesn't mean that you have to select one of these and that you are locked into that. If you find a theme that you like, you can click the theme and that'll be your selected theme. But then you can also make changes to the font and the colors to personalize it the way you want, but still keep the design the same way. So if you drop down the new slide layout button, you will now notice that this theme has some preset format for colors and fonts, but you can change this. To do that, you can go up to Slide, click on Edit Theme, and then you can see all the different slide layouts over here with the preset font type, font color, and the colors for each individual slide. Now, if you only want to change the theme on the title slide, for example, you can click on it. You can click on the text, and you can change the font or the text color. You can make it bold. You can change the type of font you are using. You can do all of that, but that will only be reflected on your title slide. The other slides will stay the same as before. So if I was to click here and change this font color to red, this will only change on the title slide. If I go further down, you'll notice the rest of them are still the same previous color. So if you want to apply a change across all the different layouts, go to the first slide and let's change what the font looks like. So I will click on this text box over here. I'm going to drop down and select Lobster as my choice font. And as soon as I do that, you're going to notice that all the other slides have changed the font also. I can do the same thing with the font color. I can go up here and go up to text color and choose a different text color. And you'll notice that the title on these texts will all be reflected based on what we've chosen for this background. Over here, it still stays white because it's on this background. I can also change the sub levels within a slide. So if I hold down my Shift button, I can start selecting each of these different levels. I can change the font again. I can then go ahead and change the font color. And if you scroll further down, you're going to notice that each of the different level fonts have also changed in color. So this is how you can change the font type, font color. You can also work with the font size if you want to. Now, what about the colors within the background of the slide? So if I want to do this, I can go up to the color palette. I can drop down this drop-down menu that says choose a theme color, and then I can look at each of these options. So for example, if I choose text and background 1, that is the color for this area over here. If I move the slider over, you're going to notice how my choices will change. And then by moving the slider and then the selector, I have now changed the colors within the background. That was for text and background 1. If I choose text and background 2, that is this area over here, the white. So I can drag this over and select, make a selection here while still leaving the hue within the red zone. And you can see how it changes my slides further down. If I go to accents, that is other areas within the slide that I can change. So there are a lot of choices working with text and background 1, 2, 3, 4 based on this theme, the accents within the slide. You can pick and choose which ones you want to change to customize it to your needs. Once you are done, you can close the side panel. You can close the theme editing mode. And now if you drop down, you're going to see the changes that you have made within your slide layout. This is how you can use some of the built-in theme, but still customize it to your needs for fonts and colors. After you have completed changing the theme on your Google slide and looking at all the different options you have under the slide layouts, if you decide you want to go back to the plain white theme that you had at the beginning, click on Theme, click on the first selection on the side panel. The title slide will change back to white, and when you use the drop-down, all the slide layouts have gone back to the original white theme. So this is how you can also revert back if you need to.